Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Taslima Maya Art. It's amazing to have you all here. Do take a look at some of my other tutorial videos on my channel, and if you like what you see, do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. A very warm welcome to you all on the Fluid Art Express. We have this collaboration of amazing artists every Sunday, and I'm so pleased that you can join us again this week. Today I'm going to be trying out the Fiona style reverse flower dip, but with a more blended watercolour look using more fluid paint. The full lineup of artists this week will be at the end of the video, so for now I will play some music and please sit back and enjoy. Okay, so what I have here is a 20 by 20 centimetre canvas. Okay, and I will just spray the back. For the base paint on this piece of art, I'm going to use Home Base White Silk Emulsion, which is a house paint that's available in the United Kingdom, but you can find alternatives in your own home country. I'm just going to see what happens with this type of paint as a base instead of the normal tube acrylics that I use. And here I have the world's tiniest scraper, which I found in my child's play box in her paint set. So I'm just using that to spread my paint very, very thinly across my canvas. Now, ideally, you shouldn't really torch house paint if you can help it. Make sure you have plenty of ventilation if you do, and just take some safety precautions. I'm just very lightly doing this because there were a lot of air bubbles in mine. And I'm going to pop my gloves on now to protect my hands and stop them from getting dirty. And I'm going to use these paints which I have mixed up, and these are my normal flower dip paints that I mixed up with PVA glue and distilled water. I'll put the brands, ratios and colours down in the description box below for you, so do check that out. Now what I'm doing here is laying little puddles of colour. They're very bright colours, and there's some black in between, and all these are tube paints. And I'm just layering the puddles on top of each other. What I do next is I tilt it a little bit to spread these puddles out, and I get my damp kitchen towel and I will place it over the top and pull that up as I normally do. Here I'm just popping a couple of bubbles that came out of the bottles that I was using. Okay folks, so I'll stop talking now and I'll let you sit back and play a little bit of music for you.
We don't talk about nothing.
And here I have got my very damp kitchen towel, which I've sprayed with some distilled water, and I'm placing it very slowly over the top and letting it fall down so there's no big pockets of air trapped in between. And then I'll just tap it lightly to make sure that it's all fully touching my paints. And I will lift each of the corners up very, very slowly and gently, the same way that Fiona Art has taught us. And I will just hope for the best. Now, my paint consistency in these paints was slightly thinner. I added a little bit of water to each of them, and my base paint was actually much thinner as well, compared to the normal tube paint I would use for my base. So the silk emulsion was a lot thinner, and for this reason I was wondering what kind of look I would get. And the amazing thing is I do get a very beautiful fluid, more blended look, and you'll see that in a second now. Okay, so as you can see, it's very whimsical, the edges are beautiful, and it does change a little bit gradually. My table was not actually flat here, you know, it was not 100% flat, so it did slightly tilt towards the top quite a few times, but I tilted it back to get my composition right. And here I'm lightly tapping the center with my finger to try and bring that center where I want it to go. And there's a little part I didn't like, which I'm slightly altering with my finger, which is actually very easy to do as long as you don't go too hard with it and don't press too hard and hit the base paint. So I'm just lightly centering that flower. I really love the look on this one. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you're in a live, let me know what you think of this. It is so different to the ones I normally get. As you can see, it is so very pretty. I didn't use any pearl paints, as you notice. I didn't use any pearl medium because I didn't want any pearls. I just wanted to see what this would look, and it does look like a watercolor flower. It is really lovely. I'm hoping it dries well, fingers crossed, and I'll show you next week what it dried like. But for this week, because I ran out of time, I'm just gonna probably show you what it looks like in terms of the wet result, and do a close-up and a few flyovers, and show you how really pretty it looks. And the green tendrils give it that extra kind of wow factor, I think. I'm finally just torching it one more time. I'm going to let it rest overnight and see how it dries tomorrow. Here I just do a very few quick skewer modifications to try and give it that petally look, but you know, I like it as it is, to be honest, so I'm not going to do too many changes to it at this stage. And I just want to say, if you found this video valuable at all in any way, shape or form, please do hit the like, share and subscribe button. So here's a quick flyover of what my reverse flower dip looks like. It's beautiful in the way that it's blended. You look at the edges there, you can see all the various colours that I've used, particularly the red and the black and the orange. And we've got those beautiful green tendrils as well, emanating from the centre of the flower. And it's blended really, really well. It's a completely different look to my usual flower dips. There's no pearl cells or anything, and I think it's stunning. I really hope you do agree with me. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining me on the Fluid Art Express. We will have up next Venom Fluid Art, that's Darren Nixon, and the Talented Creations by Christy. And then following her we have Shanby Fluid Art, and then we have Bubbles with Venom, and finally we'll have Hippy Dippy Painter Man heading up the caboose. So do stay with us, and I hope you enjoy the lives. See you at Venom's. Take care, and thank you so much for joining us.